Digital beats, no destination sounds, ambient sun paths with glitch textures, vocal, surge protocol initiated, drop node online. C4-3 tag echoed with delay. Percussion, crisp trap hi-hats, snare rolls, runs with clouds and bass. Protocol synchro fades into silence. Vocal, surge protocol, pulse and soft pulses. Vocal, protocol, protocols, business paths. Deep bass trap growls layered with glitch effects. Trunco code, ambient synth textures. Vocal drop node, surge protocol. Effectful, digital crackles, glitch burst, pitch shifts. Filter glitch, echoes and soft synth paths. Ethereal ambient synth textures. Protocol active, surge flowing. Melodic motifs build tension into build up. Snare rolls with rising pitch risers. Vocal call, drop node, rising synth filter sweep. Loud surge, drop bass and rapid hi-hats. Drum node, protocol. Drum node, surge, protocol. Protocols, as for fast. Halftime tempo with ambient pads and glitch effects. Protocol, surge, system override. Atmospheric synth build tension to final drop. Surge protocol, finally. Full layered bass growls and glitch synths. Hard hitting trap drums with syncopate patterns. Vocal chops stacked into glitchy chants. Ends with glitchy fade out and digital echoes. Digital crackles and soft pulses. Vocal, soft drop no surge protocol. Powering down, final synth chord fades into silence. Protocol. Drum node, surge, protocol. Protocols, as of pass. More aggressive bass growls with glitch layers. Tuners, donor tank, trap beats, and rapid hi-hats. Layered glitch leads with picture to drop build up. Snare rolls with rising pitch risers. Halftime tempo with ambient pads and glitch effects. Protocol surge system override. Atmospheric synth build tension to final drop. Surge protocol finally. Full layered bass growls and glitch synths. Hard hitting trap drums with syncopate patterns. Vocal chops stack into glitchy chants. As with glitchy fade out and digital echoes. Fading digital crackles and soft pulses. Vocal, saw drop no surge protocol. Powering down, final synth chord fades into silence. Digital wave, tension rise and laser charge noise sweep. Vocal overlay, initialize. Pronoun sequence, initialize. Earthquake on sync hits, best life. Political. Baseline shot from monkey mass. Fragments, it's ejected the tunnel to provide crime. Vocal coppers, errors, silence, silence, extension top overlays. Vocal breach, breakdown pattern every 8 bars with echo sync hits. The low pad with degraded bit resolution. Transmission voice fades in and out. Glitch fragments, they'll become natural biofragments. Burnout. Confirmed. Echo trace and no post report behind the main drum. Record dust. It may be long past. Single dry vocal hit. You can't stop what's already burning. Glitch sparkles and vinyl crackle effects. Final drop firewall around zero digital wave. Tensions widen, synth layer and bass flares.
surge effects, mix surge effects with echo delay. Open pollen tail, every mechanics mix weaken. Every metallic tail, every metallic tail. Every echo pass with echo sync hits. Dress ripping chain reactive baseline with vertical tails. Ripping channel okay, burst snare with the bell. Every surge effects mix with echo delays. Vocal calm perplex mix with echo delays. Vocal vision electric bitch revel delays. Crystal back, bass down, bracket biff, baseline with spread of placing. Fill, back still, and fade surge effects mixed with echo delays. Push line sharper and pitch down, sounds like dragging metal. Stab sense used as rhythmic hungry hits. Glitch, air, no layer with hard clap. Vocal collect, convert. Echo furrows, hit the wiggle behind them when they drop. Echo double and pitch down, sounds like metal. Collapse confirmed. Echo trails from LFOs ripple behind the main drop. Breakdown, echo dust, everything low past. Single drive vocal hit, you can't stop what's already burning. Clips, sparkles, and vinyl crackle effects. Firewall collapse, all sims widen, stereo pan bass flares. Rapid fire snares, down pitch, drop vocals. Final burnout effects, roaring flame, blood off tones. Ends on glitch, reverb tail that echoes, 5 echoes before abrupt. Digital distortion, it crushed echoes, circuit interruptions. Browser glitch patch with pulsating bass hum. Vocal, wisdom, breach, and reverse bit. Rolls interlaced with glitchy vocal stutters. Rising cymbals modulating in frequency. Back to system effect and noise. Riser builds tension with granular white noise sweeps. All job. Distorted neural grow with wobbly subs. The heavy track beat with stuttered hi-hats and triplet snares. Second glitch leads with echo delay. Go hack, revolt. Dispersed circuit crackles, reverse sweeps. Soft digital static, filtered pads, melodies. Spirals pulsing with reverb. Signals crackly rise. Ambient glitch texture slowly build. Intensifying snare rolls with pitch risers. Vocal glitches reverse. Info drop. Blast room drop. More aggressive flaccid pulses. Jump of strap rhythms revolution. Circuit leads with heavy delay feedback. They're all interlaced with custom. Custom session with reverse pads. Size again from broken waves. And game glitch motifs swirl. All elements combine for maximal intensity. Vocal glitch chandelier with rapid fire synths. Bass calls deepen with distortion and resonance. Final 8 bars glitching out into digital silence. Distant echoes fading into static fight and final whisper. Revolve, survive, evolve. Soft ambient pad trails off. Distant digital, static, final whisper. Revolve, survive, evolve. Soft ambient pad trails off. Dim anomicum like flickering voltage in an abandoned data plant. Mechanical ticks, radio static and glitching pops echo softly. Layer of droning sub rumble builds tension. Robotic voice whispers, being charged, destabilizing systems. Sparks and power surges crackle left to right. You're right, you're right, you're right. Electric charge effects rise, distortion increasing. Engine bells with metallic clanks and filters with synth buzzes. Kick batter speeds to a mechanical stop. Final warning, hearing detonation imminent. Huge mechanical color drop hits. 30 sub-bass distorted like a power jump through concrete. Side change and thunderous kicks. Splits burst between phrases like voltage feedback. Back to real lungs and purple pills. Smooth sound bass distorted like a power drill through concrete. Side change and thunderous kicks. Glitch burst between phrases like voltage feedback. Back to real lungs and purple pills. Tension, mind voice, whispers. Complete. Bass returns heavier and glitchier with big crisp power surges. Synth layers growl like collapsing electric tower. Low snare, punch, pattern bounce with factory machine precision. Addition textures, static choke pads. Robotic breathing noises. Buzzsaw, LFO underlayer rising in pitch. Filter sweep down low, rumble and distant. Clanks echo, droning synth tries to reiterate the rhythm. Sound like AI struggling to come back online. Heaviest section. Beam blasts, layered with crashing bass gates. Kick drum breaks the rhythm with sudden stops. Intermittent silence like blackout flickers. Glitch feedback loops cut in broken machine language. power surge's final click sounds like the last breaker shutting off, ends with silence and one distant electric crackle. Static chill with pitch shifted vocal bridges, Morse code stop, burst after random pulse solstice. With a clipping signal, unknown harmonies. Revolve fairy tales, trail like whispers. Buzzing filtered art, built with broken synth scales. Bass modulation starts to growl underneath them. Looping out fast, firewall crackle, electrons. Body voice echoes, echo. Key mismatch, execute override. Grimy glitch, no synth run over, stutter is the bass. Feel that the corrupted bass fall, reassembled by force. Grab hi-hats with chaotic pattern breaks. And fake snare that hits like a metal safe slam shut. Fine stretched vocal chop layers, echoing like a hopping dead modem. Roughly stabs, cut through every 8 bars like warnings. Ambient core shimmer in high glitch effects. BPM slow slightly, feel becomes stream like buzz stable. Slow cyber feel becomes stream like buzz stable. Slow side require voices in one line. Transmitting. Yes, more. Fingerpainted fills with rich trigger effects. Filter light noise pulses like breathing code. Vocal chop. Cry, cry, torn, cry. Noise walls flicker behind the bass, it's like static fire. With crush delay trails, keep phase and high pitch bonus wheel. Final vox. Signal terminated, encrypted forever. Grimy, glitched out synth run over stuttering sub bass. Feels like a corrupted bass file reassembled by force. Trap hi-hats with chaotic patterned breaks. Fake snare that hits like a metal safe slam shut. Time stretched vocal chop layers echoing like a haunted modem. Boosted stabs cut through every 8 bars like warnings. Packet dripped at the ambient core shimmer behind glitch effects. BPM so slightly feel becomes stream like equals so cyber choir voices single on like buzz stable. Cyber choir voices in one line. Middle transmitting behind the bass, it's like static fire. Crushed, delay trails. It fades out and pitched modem squeal. Final vox. Signal terminated, encrypted forever. High-pitched modem screeches, broken satellite tones. Glitch, robotic whisper, repeating signal unstable. Drones, fast mechanical ticks like failing CPU clock. Binary code stutters, reverse radio interference. Percussion, tight 808 snare rolls with grain delay. Crush risers and distorted ox metallic resonance. Vocal stereo signal surge. Bass, crunchy broken bass layered with digital feedback. Sub-layer pulses with alternating LFO faces. Aggressive kick, snare, combo. 30-second no glitch, fills every 8 bars. Overloaded buzzes, vocoder surge, zaps, filter crashes. Mood shift. Homicide like a set for a trony synth and a digital heartbeat. Firewall breach. System in collapse. Clock ticking faster and faster. Chaos mode activated. Activated. White white noise, glitch effects, pens around the stereo field. So 8-bit synth lead creeps in. Baseline and taste frame synth cut off like the system blue screen. Bass filters automate rapidly. LPHPP, push blitz and bass stutters go full machine gun. Robotic shout, race crash, and yield. Ends on a freeze frame synth cut off like a system blue screen. Filters automate rapidly. LPHPP, glitch, blips, and bass stutters go full machine gun. Robotic shout, race crash, and yield. Ends on a freeze frame synth cut off like a system blue screen. Broken reads bass layered with digital feedback. Sub-layer pulses with alternating LFO phases. Drums, aggressive kick, snare combo. 30-second note glitch fills every 8 bars. Overloaded buzzes, vocoder surge zaps, filter crashes. Mood shift. Almost silent except for a droning synth and a digital heartbeat. Ticking faster and faster. Chaos mode activated. Glitchy bassline alternating between swing and straight rhythm. Syncopated kicks with tempo tease moments. Surge, code crash. Digital silent is fade. White noise, glitch effects, bends around the stereo field. Lo-fi modular static, distant alarms. Sleep noise echo like corrupted system logs. Robotic whisper, firewall integrity compromised. Alarming synth sweep climbs upward. Bursts clicking like code, parsing errors. Down vocal. 3, 2, 1. Heavy bass stabs cracks through like a raised firewall. Drums hit like tin, packet slamming into a corrupted buffer. This core leads sentiment. A screaming scene, layered with change compression that breathes like a dying mainframe. Person's extra stretched like rubber band code. Scotch drums with reverb, heavy crashes, voice command. Collapse initiated. Escape impossible. Motors totally compromised. Fire with digital force. Alarming synth, wave climb, highs and break through the noise. Auto thin, sweep, climb, somewhere breaker the noise. Auto filter, break, beat, under siren and tap. Ambient sparks, fizzing in stereo. Recurring patterns, hidden brutal. Final focal sample stutters as system fails. Firewall down. Silence, faint sparks, heartbeat, and sub-bass. Ends on front static. Corrupted pop. Heavy bass stabs crashing like a breeze. Firewall drums hit like that. A packet slamming into a crumb. Buffer. 3, 2, 1. Heavy bass stabs crash through like a breach firewall. Drums hit like data packet slamming into a Volley synth mimics screaming CPU layered with sidechain compression that breathes like a dying mainframe. Reverse texture stretched like rubber banding code. Bounce drums with reverb, heavy crashes like corrupted buffer. Great poorly synth mimics steaming CPU layered with sidechain compression that breathes like a dying mainframe. Reverse texture stretched like rubber banding code. Drums with reverb, heavy crashes, force outward with banding code. Blast drums with reverb, heavy crashes, like a locked-in buffer. Lapse initiated, escape impossible. More aggressive, distorted bass lines layered with digital distortion. Trap-style hi-hats slicing through firewall embers. Bassline modulates like a power surge tearing through circuitry. Spiky effects trigger off like error logs unraveling. melodic synth lead tries to break through the noise. On a filtered break beat under cybernetic pass, alien sparks fizzing in stereo. This is entering patterns, syncopated and brutal. Final vocal centers as system fades through the hills. Off the firewall, down. Silence, bass sparks. From the sub-bass, there's on an abrupt static pop. Blurry patterns, syncopated and brutal. Final vocal that bursts as system fails. The system fails. Firewall, down. Firewall, down. Silence and faint sparks. Last heartbeat from the sub-bass ends on an abrupt static pop.
Spark firewall blowing sirens. Digital hiss layered with low mechanical tension. Glitched command line. Firewall active unauthorized entry detected. Build up by collision protocol. Creeping bass drum builds pressure.
Metallic percussive loops. Countdown vocal robotized. 3, 2, 1. Main bass slice the brace here through static. Kick thick, gain it down to hammer punches. 808 flat blended with hydraulic hiss. Firewall collision. Mid-tempo stomp with stutter fills. Intruvo stimulate packet loops. Ever heavy alarm swirl in stereo. Melodic synth layer adds brief tension. The system destabilize. Protocol meltdown. Wordless and double time hi-hats, deeper sub-growl. Sawtooth synth glitch like packet loss. Pitch bend fox. Drop point overridden, hold on. Distorted 909 tongue slam into the groove like EMP pulses. Rate of smolder, clips at rise. Rise. Aggressive clicks need to keep crackle. Then simulate overheat processors. Builds with the firewall siren. Bottled car strike alright. Jump fills drop and syncopate chaos. Eliminate multi-tip restrictions free. Unloading firewall. Fly core strike complete. Ends with aggressive tail off like a drive crash. Three, two, one. Main base reflects the brain character static. Kick thick, gain it down to hammer punches. Snare 808 flat button with hydraulic hiss. Firewall, collision. Mid-tempo stop with stutters filled. Sit, double time high-end. Reverb, heavy alarm swirl in stereo. Melodic synth layer adds brief tension. Stabilize. Protocol meltdown. More aggressive, double time hi-hats, deeper sub-growl. Sawtooth synth glitched like packet loss. Pitch bend, vox. Drop point overridden, hold on. Distorted 909 tongue slam into the groove like EMP pulses. Rate of smolder, clips at rise. Feel a smolder, glitz are smaller. Crackle, feedback, simulate, overheat processors. Built with my firewall siren. Bottled car strike alright. Strike complete. Ends with aggressive tail off like a drive crash. Ready to simulate overheating processors built with rising firewall siren. Power strike override. Drum fills drop into syncopated chaos. Melodic motif introduce green on mic line. Firewall offline core strike complete. Ends with aggressive tail off like a drive crash. Crash. With aggressive tail off like a drive.
Low pass filter bass pulses mimic data traffic. Area effects, modem crackle, firewall ping echo, robotic voice sample. Limiting and breach protocol, loading exploit. Build up start, tabs, reverse symbols, full rumble. Classic rhythm kicks in, release a like lead. Bubbling sub-bass, syncopated metallics.
beat filled. Bringing drum loop with rising growl. The beating vocal glitch of
Layered all discs and techniques. High pass filter sweep and baseline rising screech.
main rhythm groove. Jagged laser cuts sentence on every beat. Mechanical bass wobbles layered with malware like FX. Sound design mimics corrupted team up to data streams. Breaking 1/4 degrees. Firewall. New rhythm staggered on beat groove. Heavier sound. Gradually modulates every 4 bars. In crush effects, slices spin back into extra grit. Malware and careless effects control makes the stereo field. Drums fade, leaving glitches and fragments. Final sound, firewall cracks. Glass code fragments.
Bombastic rhythm kicks in, laser like lead. Wobbling sub-bass, syncopated metallic hash. Percussion off-grid claps, it crushed hi-hats. Background and rhythms in firewall breach. Failed.
Deafening drum loop with rising growl. The beating vocal is stubborn grip tight. Ow! High pass for swoop on bass rush. Hi-hats, backside. Vocal burns in containment. Failed. Helping drum loop with rising growl. Firewall this. Infocus studio great. Output great. High pass filter sweep on baseline and rising screech.
Main rhythm groove. Jagged laser cuts and hits on every beat. 3D mechanical bass wobbles layered with malware like FX. Sound design mimics corrupted data streams. Breaking 140 brief started firewall. Meltdown in progress.
Drop gets heavier. It grows heavier. Sound is modulates every 4 bars. It crushes, flux, slices through background layers. Breaking this second death firewall meltdown in progress. Focus heavier and being crunchy synth fragments. Final sound, firewall crash sex. Glass code fragments.
Robotic voice fading into digital noise.
System breach complete. Code forum active.
Low static hum like an overheated server. Taking Morgan squeals blend with glitchy hi-hats.
Firewall status, breach imminent.
Glitch burst and ticking, LFOs begin to rip. Tracks twitch, glitch, vocal cuts. Automation mimics overheating.
Sound is narrower, stereo field tightens.
Twitch blast, glitchy stabs, osming mid-range shoots with deep always ground. Syncopated forward patterns, glitch fields inserted in random positions.
Uninspired sense, wet hits and serpentine.
Get you with 8-bit virus textures under each hit. Sudden stutters like firewall panic resets. It hits like an infected firewall, twitching on shutdown, uncontrollable to break down. To break good blood body synth echoes. Echo bird noises like melting terminals. Filtered sub rumbles in pulsing waves. Robotic whisper, system integrity. Bleep, facts, explode. Extra distortion and double hi-hat patterns with threads layered with metallic reverb. Scales, split bass, gaps filled with glitches, squeals and digital gurgles. Background electric sound constantly rising in pitch. Filter sweep gives a meltdown effect. Playing side of firewall neutralized. Final click like a system power down. Twitchy.
Effects. Electronic glitch corrupted side of China.
Breach side mode activated.
Metallic trap hats sticking like a time bomb. Lengths F30 square wave pulse heavily filtered. Along siren synth gradually rises in pit trap snare rolls trap with distortion. Quick the code break the boom. Static laser explodes into drop. Riot code drop. Static laser explodes into drop. Drop by quiet, code drop. Industrial distortion 808 up to some growl. Creating some low with delay, slap. Before the 4 beat, the 4D beat. Overload burst, power line buzzes. Violate bars, distorted snares, solo grind hats. Try click, digital static stab. Voices revisit the system, now it fights back. Deep sub pulse fades into silence. With the frequency binary beat player with kick drills. Alarm morphs into marching river. Firmware trap BIOS hack. Countdown and glitch voice. 3, 2, execute. Bass hits, order of vigil. Syncopated stab, final 4 bars. Trap pattern switches to hot time glitch beat. Breaks per screen one. Spoken word, glitch my control terminated. Slowly filtered baseline fades into ambient static. The paper word drop breaks all bases at mid-range crunch pitch stacks with white noise bursts. We are B4D B10 reboot this. Vocal and back ends with the swear boot loop. There's no way sirens fade, robotic whispers cut out. Watch out last vocal system intercept tonight. Ends with stuttering digital shut off sound. Effects. Riot sirens fade. Robotic whispers cut out. Last vocal system reset. Denied. Ends with stuttering digital shut off sound. System breach detected. Opapine static rising glitch noise. Whispered vocal sampled. Fragment. Burn. Initiated. Layered synth paths glitching out like code corrupted. Bit crush snare hits every 4 beats. Deep reverse crash. Building tension. Effects. Circuit. Hiss. Binary flutter sounds. Glitch door entry. Wobbling wide. Fractured and layered with bit crush delay. Pillow and compressed, hits like corrupted RAM. Shock, reverse, pre-hit artifacts. Fragmented, pitch bending, every raw like melting data. Data dump glitches, entire 4-bar collapses into silence and restarts with a distorted slap. Off-top sound breaks every force, can't dull. Memory center, batteries. Silence audio tear warps. Quick silence, high-pitched data, spiked immediate drop. Fire overload. Pulses now hotter, angular. Sub-bass modulates like melting machinery. Here now, wrists burst, display white noise bliss. Heat sickness, reverse forward, layering with glitch sounds. Podcast mid-glitch resets, execute. Random zeros left right. Depth changes mid-bar for sound, melting effect. Sounds like a hard drive dying. Fragment collapse. Stars and a sprint glitch, ambience, intermittent sub rumbles. Synth reverse slow down, then auto pan like spiraling, ordinarily out of control. Fluctuated dump glitches into upper kills. His words new pedigree, long drop in corridor. Bombs right into it, extra distorted. Morphs into a crystalline high energy lazily. Wide and multi-layered, almost orchestral in glitch form. Massive reverse reverb, glitch fragments. Fragmented, pitch bending every bar like melting data. Data dump glitches, entire 4-bar collapses into silence and restarts with a distorted slap. Throws constantly breaks through phones, never predictable. Get a predictable, people into people. Ripple slows, beat noise filter, bass altered. Drum dolly circle, memories. Explosives, virus, buffalo, burst for kill stuff, glitch, spiral fade. Massive reverse fragments, kill reverse core to its battery static. flow like a digital sunrise. Chimes and reversed piano notes fade in. Lo-fi texture overlay. Final crackle, whisper vocal, ghost like some melody. It's just a memory corrupted. A melodic progression begins. Arpeggiated synths, sparkle stereo padding. Chill step rhythm, light snare, side change kick. Soft sub bass hum below. The tape flutter delay tails blurred between the lines. And echoes of a dream long gone, broken frames rewind, but I still play the same old song. Vocal chops glitch rhythmically, pitch rising pattern to shimmering synths. Snare roll filtered upward, hold on to what's not real. This future bass drop, lush and emotional saxophone chord side chain to the kick. Glitch spot texture sprinkled over the drop. Vocal stutters woven into the melody. A gentle round, non-aggressive melody, cascading in sevens and ninths. Ambient interludes suspended in sound. Add swell and dissolve, piano melody solo with subtle glitch artifacts. Vocal whisper layered underneath. I was whole once before the break. Second drop, more melancholic and glitch. Same chord structure, but with granular delay effects. Vocal fragments, soft and reverse. Melody is now warm slightly as if unstable. Sub bass lightning pitching for emotional tension. Final vocal line, fragments fading forever. Then slowly retreat. Piano chords echo like fading thought. Final thought, big song below mid depth glitch. And a single reverse chime. Tape flutter, delay tailoring synths. Snare roll filtered upward, rolled on to what's not real. Future bass drop, lush and emotional stacks on emotional stacks. Long chords touching to the kick. Glitch spot, texture sprinkled over the drop. Vocal chop, lush and emotional stacks. On chords, side chain to the kick. Glitch spot, texture sprinkled over the drop. Vocal stutters woven into the melody. Bass gentle loud, more melancholic and great. Cascading in sevens and ninths. Same chord structure but with granular delay effects. Vocal whisper, with solo. Whisper, below everything. Vocal with solo, slowly and slippery. But solo, this was all the breeze before the break. I was whole once before the break. Same chord structure but with granular delay effects. Vocal fragments chopped in reverse. Just rise and fade, system reset. Hands with the stretch, stop pixel tone, fading to silence. Melody collapses into broken audio. Rise and fade, system reset. Melody collapses into broken audio.
fading to system reset. Hands were the stretched out pixel tone fading to silence.
Chaotic digital static burst with glitching bits of corrupted code. Dissonant synth plucks stutter rapidly like a malfunctioning circuit. Barbers, irregular hi-hats tap in unpredictable patterns. Deep sub-bass hums quietly, hinting at rising energy. Whispered robotic vocal snippet, error system compromised. The percussion layers intensify with rolling snares and trap stops. Synth-a-bot with rapid-fire pitch bends. White noise sweeps and reverse vocal chops build tension. Vendetta, vendetta. Aggressive bass drops with heavy distortion and growling mid-range. Complex glitch percussion patterns interlock with punchy kicks and snares. Lead synth lights slice sharply with bit crush textures. Vocal chops scatter unpredictably like shards of corrupted data. Revolves rage, energy surges with fast-paced riffing heads and chop glitches. Cuts out, leaving eerie atmospheric pads and filtered glitch effects. Falling sub-bass lingers with modulated filters. Starts with glitch clicks and reversed vocal snippets echo vaguely. Whispered phrase, system failure shutting down. Bass returns heavier and more distorted with aggressive wallow. Bass fades into a low as percussion dies away. Last robotic whisper fades out. End of line. Silence. Low reactor hum, but the steady electricity crackles. Robotic announcements empowering. Reactor unstable, metallic percussive glitches sticking like cooling pipes. Slowly rising distorted bass flow, reactor shut out sound. Locked up another round, stutter says stops glitching out like corrupted code. Alarm sirens bang left, right. Rectal breach, engage glitch drive, balance before drop. One baseline, buzzing jumping glitch stabs. Lucky apps on trapping, just rattling. To the left, that sweet fight, corrupted files. Vocal stab, every 8 bars. Code OB through a force. Glitch fills between bass hits, fucking chaotic energy. Bass pulls back, filtered sub wobble. Minimal hi-hats, reactor beat effects. So code reverse system, meltdown, glitch drive, engage. Cyrus layered, but grudge tries so fast as there rolls with glitching chop edits. Fox low stutter, critical overload. Valid cut reactor alarm leads into drop 2. Drop 2. Even more aggressive, neural bass growls layered with metallic anthems.
Distorted, city elites corrupted power core metallic clicks and glitchy patches flickering stereo. A robotic whisper repeats glitch spawn.
Drive white noise sweeps and scatters and sparks, treating like a system on the brick and below. Hi-hats roll faster, snare fills stutter unpredictably rising. Risers bend and pitch as glitch effects explode, intermittently delete. Drive engage, the tension causes sudden silence. Drop one drive. Get rid of bass crowds collide with jagged 808s, laser sense turbo predictable layer with glitch fire infrastructure prime vocals that can drive. Bass hits slam like short circuiting machinery. The energy subsides to a halftime pulse, industrial maps through across stereo. While a first glitch that flowed in the background, sub bass pops steadily like a corrupted heart. Bar whispers, the system unstable, spikes incoming. Snare rolls accelerate, alarms let touch reminds the part of stereo panning. Countdown 3, 2, 1, sets up the second drop. Overdrive, next causing glitch stabs, hit a sea of mid-game. Ipads, track fails, simmer down, tell us which is rain, a sense of separate part. The fancy vocals glitch fast time. All the girls, I'm overdrive, despite this glitch, it's covered, distorted bass. Included wrestler shows and pitch shops, inclusion of literally for touch with a pro package with the toe of the sub-drum. Chaos, like a system reaching meltdown, the chaos fades into static, a single glitch echoing. For complete silence.
The chaos fades into static. A single glitch echo lingers before complete silence.
glitch storm apocalypse initiated. Filtering white noise speeds and distant alarms create a suspenseful vibrant atmosphere. Bending risers twist upward, the trap hi-hats roll and snares stutter unpredictably vocal. The build-up peaks into a sudden silence. Drop one white noise sweeps and distant alarms create a suspenseful vibrant atmosphere. Bending risers twist upward, the trap hi-hats roll and snares stutter. The build-up peaks into a sudden silence. Drop white noise. Low sub rumble, digital glitch effects, robotic whisper effect, glitch wave mayhem, initializing minimal hi-hats, stir percussion, build tension, build up one, rising glitch box air rolls, vocal chop, mayhem, 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 white noise sweep, silent first drop, drop, walk, drop, walk, drop, walk, drop, baseline, distorted sub, bass, mid bass, growls, take heavy trap, rhythm, sidechain to wobble bass, laser synth stabs, cut across stereo channels, vocal stab, curve, glitch effects, fluctuate each beat, fetch beat, halftime groove, sub hi-hats, ambient pads, system destabilized, chaos incoming, background pads, rise to build tension for next drop, build up to the third accelerate, rising pitch, synth, vocal loop, flash wave, flash wave, flash wave, white noise, sweep, silent second drop, Euro bass plus distorted mid-bass layers collide, double time hi-hats, stutter glitch fills, laser effects, sweep stereo channels, vocal chop, glitch wave, mayhem, unleash, beat strip, flow, rumble, hit, glitch, vocal chop, middle, rumble, and mayhem, 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 white noise, sweep, silence, first drop, drop one, bass line, sub, bass, mid, big, heavy trap, rhythm, sidechain to wobble bass, laser synth stabs, cut across stereo channels, vocal stab, courage effects, fluctuate, beat, halftime grooves, hi-hats, ambient pads, robotic witchier and glitchy at pads, shuffle time hi-hats, stutter glitch fills, laser effects, sweep stereo channels, vocal chop, glitch wave, mayhem, unleash, beat strip, flow, rumble, hit, glitch, vocal chop, metal, rumble, and mayhem, 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 white noise, sweep, silence, second drop, heavier and glitchy at bats, Euro bass plus distorted mid-bass layers collide, double time hi-hats, stuttered glitch fills, laser effects, sweep stereo channels, vocal chop, glitch wave, mayhem, unleashed, beat stripped, low rumble, ambient glitch effects, robotic whisper, prepare final chaos, rising filtered subtension builds for final drop. Final drop, full chaotic bass up, mid-neuro bass collide, aggressively, kick, snare, alternate half, double time, glitch, wave, mayhem, double, mayhem, complete, system offline, silence. Violence. 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 Silence. Silence. Mayhem. Complete. System offline. Silence.
Deep atmospheric drones layered with subtle mechanical hums. Sparse as glitch effects flicker like data sparks. Distant robotic vocal sample. Graviton field destabilizing.
Tight tap step, drums kick in, punchy kicks, crisp snares, rolling hats, bass line thick, modulated growls with wobbling gravity like shifts, glitch leads cut sharply through the mix with stuttering rhythms, the vocal chops heavily prosody. Crush, collide, Gravity. Synths rise with filter sweeps and pitch bends. Drum rolls accelerate with glitchy fills. Vocal loop. Pressure, 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 pressure. Full mellow bass drop with deep crushing sub-bass and complex rhythmic patterns. Bass growls oscillate with pitch modulation layered with distorted synth shards. Drums punch hard with syncopated break beats and glitch percussion. FX, digital crackles and mechanical impacts. Ambient break with swirling pads and glitch echoes. Whispered vocal, Sandbrit. Drop with enhanced bass layers and increased distortion. Synth leads weave fast. Glitchy runs cutting through the bass drum fills speed up with intricate syncopation. FX cascade with mechanical hits and digital noise bursts. Gradual disintegration of elements with fades and sub-bass. Bass decay, final low bass note sustains and fades into silence. Closing robotic voice. Gravitron crusher. Complete. Complete. Drop with deep crushing sub-bass and complex rhythmic patterns. Bass growls oscillate with pitch modulation layered with distorted synth shards. Drums punch hard with syncopated break beats and glitch percussion. FX, digital crackles and mechanical impacts. Ambient break with swirling pads and glitch echoes. Whispered vocal, Sandbrit. Falling. Return of trolling. Return of drop with enhanced bass layers and increased distortion. Synth leads weave fast. Glitchy runs cutting through the bass drum fills speed up with intricate syncopation. FX cascade with mechanical hits and digital noise bursts. Gradual disintegration of elements with glitch fades and sub-bass decay. Final low bass note sustains and fades into silence. Closing robotic voice. Graviton crusher. Complete. Lows of technos drop with cryptic Norse style beeps. Robotic female voice initiating hex beat protocol authentication in progress. Cyber piano arps slowly glitching. High speed hi-hats, reverse snare fills, and like an AI uploading. Says brass second low and cut the silent sharp inhale sound. Score rhythm 6 feet bounce pattern, not unusual, addictive. Now very subtle bass twister modular synth distortion. Laser snaps near a fog wobble steering in sync. Snare smack like steel traps. Logical spray, left right. Brief clean section like the calm before a digital storm. Perfect flux with circuit hiss and static. Run the hex, singular and bass here. Flat beats drops and crossover. Bass talks and stuttered sequences driven by side chain kicks. Offbeat fills for off the rhythm intentionally. But that code creak and feel. End of drop, high-pitched signal burst shuts everything down. Digital click, slow down. Protocol complete, you are now inside. Hex pattern beeps fade out like a dying signal. Modulated, obsolete, corrupting. Static panning sounds like failed system boots. Distant deep voice whispers. Pre-small! Stutter simulate final injection. Build a pillar 31 third rejection. Finding glitch alarms, ascending machine goals. Chops fragmented into triplets. Razor's glitch with random LF or variation. Final voice injecting. triplicated distortion. Laser stop pattern to you, my chaos. Jaws, industrial snares layered with digital debris effects. Every 8 bars run on silence glitches for rhythm like memory loss. Sound like a firewall combusting while the baseline engine's not aware. Could break down, but trace fail, dumping memory. Cold glitch, pass, reverse metal impact. Shimmering data wave, textures pulse like pinches of breath. Overload core, add layered scream leads. More aggressive reese waves with saturation bursts. Hi-hats multiply, simulating CPU spike. Mid-drop pause, 2 beats of silence. Exfil everything goes back to SSC made on. Baselines glitch in full.
Tempo, ambient pattern, glitch, FX. Project flows, reflections amplify. Atmospheric sense build tension to final drop. All bass house growls layered with glitch sense. Hostile tempo with ambient pattern, glitch, FX. As you mirror reflections amplify. Atmospheric sense build tension to final drop. All bass house growls layered with glitch sense. Hostile tempo with ambient pattern, glitch, FX. As you mirror reflections amplify. Atmospheric sense build tension to final drop. Full bass house growls layered with glitch sense. Bass house growls with glitch effects. Vocal kicks and snappy snares with syncopated rhythms. Sharp mirror leads and glitch stutters. Full songs will enter into
Heavy bass house growls with glitch effects. Rising stereo synths with reflective textures. Vocal top flipping, energy rises. No line motif, build tension into build up. Barrels and rising pitch risers. Line mirror reflections amplify. Atmosphere filter sweet hook glitch play. Atmosphere synths build tension to final drop. Rolling tires growls layered with glitch synths. Hard hitting blows with syncopated rhythms. Vocal top stack into glitch jams. Ends with glitchy deconstruction and fading echoes. A fading leather intro with glitch synths. Hops and pulses, vocals with soft synth pulse and pulse. Pixel slam mirror power under runners. Full spawn chord fades into silence.
pulse and pulses. Vocal stop mirror powering down. Final synth chord fades into silence. Crackles, bass with electric crackles, blizzards. Into a super flickering sector, flip the flicker flows. Focus deep and endless content builds existence. Melodic motifs build tension into build up. Crackles, bass like crystals, pierced with mirror glitches. House with shimmering sync reflective fractions. Feel it activates, line calls. Full with ambient pads and glitch effects. Full with ambient pads and glitch effects. Reflections simplify. Vocals deep and energy layers raw tension to build up. Arrows and riles and rising pitch risers. Hostile tempo with ambient pads and glitch effects. Verse reflections simplify. Synth filled tension to final drop. Arrows and riles and rising pitch risers. Cliffs and racket hi-hats. Ambient pads and glitch effects. Ambient pads and glitch effects.
Hype and glitch, echoes and industrial reverb. Dark ambient synths with sharp metallic decadence. Piecing drops the core, switch within. Spouse melody builds tension. Rap rolls and rising synth sweeps. Vocal loop pisses, swoops. Highs and filters slip into final hypercore drop. Final hypercore drop. Heavier neural bass growls with sharp modulation. Drop, 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 slapping, popping, rapping hi-hats. Vocal core flippers hit with rapid hi-hats. Sage reverb builds tension. Flow neural bass power with intense drummers. Later glitch synths and vocal chops. Lens with glitch
atmosphere. A robotic vocoder for the cage. Hyperdrive voltage.
Distant siren like synthesizer set tension. Kick enters filtered heartbeat tempo. Build up on accelerating steroids, rising pitch modulation. Voltage overload. High pitch riser simulates engine charging. Silence just before drop, breathless tension. Drop one, heavy distorted 808. Slam in sync with kick. Laser synth stabs cut through like neon blades. Voltage a fencer with click sparks between beats. Minimal percussion, hypnotic arpeggio simulates fast-moving lights and warp speed. Vocal chop loop, charging gauge overload. Background energy pulses keep tension simmering. Build up through faster, reckless momentum. Effect power surge, saps, distortion layers. Robotic voltage rising, hyperdrive maximum. Hard cut to silence before drop. Even heavier bass layering with glitchiness and swamble bass modulates like unstable reactor energy. Triplet hi-hat fills create chaos and rhythm. Voltage glitches in voltage. Final sustain, sub-rumble shakes everything. Hyperdrive. Whole atmospheric hum like outer space silence. Soft synth packed as a futuristic chord progression. Robotic whisper enter in hyperspeed. Prepare. Rising riser slowly charges tension. Maximal hybrid drop layer in a weight glitch. House laser stabs. Energy surges simulating total hyperdrive ignition. Rapid fire kicks glitch fills intensified chaos. Counter screens. Hyperdrive voltage ends with one massive bass hit deep fade out. Distant electric hum fades into silence. Final robotic whisper. System offline. Eric. Even heavier bass layering with glitchier synths. Wobble bass modulates like unstable reactor energy. Triplet hi-hat fills create chaos and rhythm. Bubble voltage. System on line, fade forward for alerts in reverse. We glitched out, pass sweep like a web page crashing. Bouncing focus styles resembling pop-ups with a digital up in the background. Tension stable, redirecting to chaos. Concussion build, trap hat rolls, rapid clap playing with browser scroll quick. Melody intensifying, choppy synth stutter erratically like buggy hyperlink. Main drop elements, hybrid glitch lead synth firing and stuttered bust. Body baseline pulsing with traps, there's a massive kick. Effect. Scroll loose, stop switching sounds, use rhythmically. Groove, stop phrasing the web lag, creating tension with every measure. Consumer waves, fragments drift into a climax, surfing out beyond the verse, cash load effects, sweep backing. Seven-rubber whisper, you've entered the havoc zone. Rebuilds in its own total, late synth becomes a great swing speed, syncopated, almost dubstep style. Trap hacks and stands, double time, making it feel hyper fast. Filtered feels mimic hyperlink, loading and crashing. Optimal system, control vocal drops, clicking while it pop-ups on one side, messy attentive. Sounds degrade into slow motion, clicks and scrolling echoes. Real hyperlink click echoes into silence. Last line from a distorted voice. Session clicks and scrolling echoes. Final hyperlink click echoes into silence. Last line from a distorted voice. Session expired. Session expired.
Systems online. Ignition sequence.
Flames ignite beneath the ground. Basewave rising, shaking sound. Energy flows, burning bright. Baseline surge, fuel the fight. Heat ripple, since collide. Powers rising, can't hide. Feel the fire inside your chest. Ignition, basewave, feel the zest. Charging now, feel the heat. Basewave building, no retreat. Hold your breath, here's the spark. Ignition's lighting up the dark. Ignition, basewave, light the night. Bass exploding, pure delight. Fire and thunder shaking ground. Basswaves roar, a deadly sound. Heat and power intertwine. Basewave burning through your mind. Feel the surge, let it blaze. Ignition, basewave sets the craze. Ignition, basewave sets the craze. Flames ignite beneath the ground. Basewave rising, shaking sound. Energy flows, burning bright. Baseline surge, fuel the fight. Heat waves ripple, since collide. Powers rising, can't hide. Feel the fire inside your chest. Ignition, basewave, feel the zest. Charging now, feel the heat. Basewave building, no retreat. Hold your breath, here's the spark. Ignition's lighting up the dark. Charging now, feel the heat. Basewave building, no retreat. Hold your breath, here's the spark. Ignition's lighting up the dark. Heat and power intertwine. Basewave burning through your mind. Feel the surge, let it blaze. Ignition, basewave sets the craze. Ignition, basewave sets the craze. Electric flames, since ablaze. Baseline mounting, cure this maze. Feel the rhythm, break the chain. Ignition wave inside your brain. Heat and power intertwine. Basewave burning through your mind. Feel the surge, let it blaze. Ignition, basewave sets the craze. Electric flames, sets ablaze. Embers glow. Basewave's power built to last. Feel the rhythm, break the chain.
Echoing impact sounds like steel beams colliding in a tunnel.
World drones rise underneath, gritty and distorted. Robotic voice flickers through static. Codec engaged, initiating audio payload. Metallic percussion ticks begin a countdown. Clicks laden, risers twist upward. Percussion tightens with double time hi-hats. Layers of static and bitch crush snares intensify. Vox clicks loop back. Codec, code see, ready. Cut to silence before drop. Heavy distorted reach, baseline drives the rhythm. Kick is punching with faded reverb. Snare is reverse, snare is industrial and sharp fists. Nursery the real action byte code, they say ready. Cut to silence before drop. Cut to silence before drop. Before drop. Before drop. Cut to stay ready. Cut to silence before drop. voice chopped, granular vocals echo separate brief melody. Using the two square synth sounds like an old hard drive spinning up. Bassline gets chunkier, sort of phrases with glitch interruptions with no flip rolls and triple snap hits of the song. Melodic section and hard left to right synth snaps coated with digital pitch modulation. Long coded corrupted, error stabilized. Robotic chant over filtered drums. Execute drop protocol, engage final impact. Reverse bass riser with rhythmic filter automation. All systems go, bass, drums and synths firing off like a data war. Rebuild drop with offbeat snapping and bass modulation. Closes with distortion maxing out before a sudden code C shutdown. Distorted baseline drives the rhythm. Kick is punchy with gated reverse. Snare is industrial and synth screams like corrupted alarms. No code of voice exclaims single breeze and then delivered. Triple breaks, single facade, relic of sunset on. Left to right synth snaps coated with digital pitch modulation. Coded corrupted, error stabilized. Robotic chant over filtered drums. Execute drop protocol, engage final impact. Reverse bass riser with rhythmic filter automation. All systems go, bass, drums and synths firing off like a data war. Rebuild drop with offbeat snare sync and bass modulation. Closes with distortion maxing out before a sudden code C shutdown. A deep molten bass mimics electrical currents building tension. Metallic sparks and glitch-hush flickering stereo robotic whispers.
Inferno, voltage, igniting, filter, white noise sweeps and distant alarms. Set a cyberpunk atmosphere.
Research bends output with pitch modulation. While sharp hi-hats and cymbals that are unpredictable. Bleach out low voltage, rim engage. The tension escalates towards a sudden silence. It's like an electric storm in a tiger block rave. Energy pulls back into a half-time groove. Dark bats and reverse glitch effects sweep across the stereo field. Stop, bass, close and steady. All robotic whispers echo. System charged, energy unstable. Built-in walls and glow. Energy pulls back into a half-time groove. Dark bats and reverse glitch effects sweep across the stereo field. Stop, bass, close and steady. All robotic whispers echo. System charged, energy unstable. Built-in wide noise waves, the original arrow speed up, a long flare distorted. Voice placed higher, built-in anticipation countdown voice. 3 through 1 sets up the second drum. Voltage intensified, bass back and rim like twist stabs and raises and track fills and stereo band. Industrial filter vocal. Maximum infernal voltage. All latest collide, distorted bass. Industrial self-seductive bass. Shows and threshold stiff. Glitch shots and track feels like a cyberpunk electric storm erupting inside a neon rave. Chaotic and relentless. That bass is a single upon a shield. Flares like sparks from a dying circuit. Silence follows. Static fades as a single arpeggio flickers like sparks from a dying circuit. Silence follows.
bass jagged rim like with stabs and waves of sense that fills the stereo band. Industrial filter, alterable flow. This cursor long distress metal through flow. Your distorted moving inside a neon ray. Irrelevant and relentless. A static phase is a single up pitch that's crackling sparks and reverse this gestures. Robotic whispers, tangible violence. Systems critical. Final drop, the voltage. All the ears kill right distorted. Basic dust industrial synth. Twitches the fills off the trap. Fills the trap, feels like a sign of black electric storm erupting inside a neon rave. Chaotic and relentless. Static fades as a single arpeggio flickers like sparks from a dying circuit. Silence follows. Flickering fire, crackle and molten lava, like synth pads. Distant sirens and ambient smoky noises build tension. Entering the drop zone. Heat rising. Heavy rhythm drums enter with punchy kicks and sharp snares. Bassline beeples and growls and slow crushing wobble. Sizzling sings with pitch bends and flame like modulation. Effects crackling embers and fire bursts. Inferno. Drop zone ignite. Rising synth sweeps layer with fiery noise bursts. Snare rolls and drum fills increase intensity. Vocal loop intensifies. Drop zone. Full rhythm drop with crushing bass and molten synth layers. Bass growl slam hard with modulated distortion. Passion is aggressive with syncopated hi-hats and snappy snares. Bursts of fire, crackling explosions and heat waves. Energy pulls back to smoky paths and distant fire crackles. Whispering vocal sample burning through the chaos. Return of the drop with enhanced bass thickness and added synth flourishes. Drum fills become more complex with triplet hi-hats and glitch effects. And bleed sizzle with rapid pitch modulation. Effects cascade with layered fire bursts and rumbling low-end hits. Elements then slowly dissolve with fading fire crackles and distant thunder. Final bass rumble fades out into silence. Closing vocal sample, soft, fading. Full rhythm drop with crushing bass and molten synth layers. Bass growl slam hard with modulated distortion. Percussion is aggressive with syncopated hi-hats and snappy snares. FFs, bursts of fire, crackling explosions and heat waves. Energy pulls back to smoky paths and the distant fire crackles. The vocal says we're burning through the chaos. Part of the top of the drop with enhanced bass thickness and added synth flourishes. Drop fills become more complex. Triplet hi-hats and glitch effects with fizzle with purpose.
Plasma crackles, distant machine drum, alien screech effects, high-pitched modulated, low synth swell builds pressure, distorted voice whispers, exoburst initialize, their roll starts bending, aphorizers laced with glitch and static bursts, drop countdown, 3, 2, 1, 1. Stopping rhythm groove kicks in. Distortion. Then snap sharp and alien tone, gated rhythm. Punchy, tight, alien screech layer woven into bass hits. To the laser zaps, like stereo pan. with low filter sweep, containment breached, ion lash unleashed. But alive, reverb tails trail like plasma discharges. Bands with low-end filter sweep, containment breached, ion lash unleashed. Glitch sparkles dance above ambient layer. Slow snare builds, triplet glitch fill. Bass stabs now doubled and pitch shifted. Kick gain sub-rumble layer. Screams and bends upward like a bleeding metal. Big bass distortion spikes in fast bursts. Drops feel heavier, alien, unstable. Effects, rising tone with granular crunch before each stab. Low-fi crow bass fades to deep pulse. All systems collapsing, initiating plasma fall. Filtered synth echoes spiral outward. Silence. Plasma meltdown. Baseline explodes in layers. Alien screeches modulated to sound like screaming eternity. Rim drums distorting glitch on every fourth beat. Pitch warps, stereo panning madness. Glitch effects stack near the end. Drop ends with filter down and reverse stab. Single alien tone echoes. Distant static sub fades. Last voice exoburst complete. Anomaly recorded. Silence. Flanking metal, grinding gears, digital glitches. Dark ambient pads with mechanical textures. Vocal distorted, humming, jump frame activated. Grim torch tag with heavy distortion and reverb. Percussion, industrial snares and metallic highs. Percussion, industrial snares and metallic hi-hats. Storm breach, jump frame with cars, rank, noise riser and talent. The breach storm drop. Top. Heavy distorted bass growls with metal crunch. Drums, aggressive trap kicks and glitchy snares. Sound to check it, glitched and metallic stabs. Don't chuck a brush, start a crasher in twos. Bully boys, riser in twos. Heavy distorted bass growls with metal crunch. Drums, aggressive trap kicks and glitchy snares. Panic glitch, stuttering dub stabs. Vocal jump, choppy distortion and reverb. Broken charge with heavy distortion and reverb. Vocal charge tag reached with metallic hi-hats. Vocal sorted, bass growls layered with glitch stiffs. Hard hitting drums, listen syncopated patterns. Vocal chops stacked into a progressive chance. Ends with glitchy deconstruction and fading noise. The breach storm drop. Distorted bass growls with metal crinkles. Vocal drop. Frequent bass growls and digital crackles. Vocal doors up. Frequent bass growls with metal crackles. Vocal drop. Frequent bass growls and digital crackles. Vocal. Filtered metallic echoes and digital static. Back dark ambient synths with mechanical resonance. Vocal consistent failure, breach storm rising. Spousal's melody leads to build up. Filtered metallic echoes and digital static. Back dark ambient synths with mechanical resonance. Vocal system failure, breach storm rising. Spousal's melody leads to build up. Filtered metallic echoes and digital static. Back dark ambient synths with mechanical resonance. Vocal system failure, breach storm rising. Spousal's melody leads to build up. Frontal samples and glittle suited clips. Vocal mirror, breach trough, vocal tops. Vocal builder, breach storm, over bronco crops. Vocal synchor fades into violence. Melody, ambition to crackles. Vocal separate the breach cross layer with glitch. Vocal sword, breach supports staccato. Vital synth chord fades into violence. Even happier distorted cross with metallic texture. Repetition. Complex syncopated rhythms with glitch percussion. Vocal level with breach staccato. Pressure to final breach to build. Vocal level with breach to breach to fuck crash. Vital synth chord fades into violence.
deliver noise and reverse the texture. Spares static lyrics and battles with digital resonance. Vocal cycles fracture, reboot. Spells melody leads into build up. Passionate drives with subtle digital textures. Vocal cycles fracture, reboot. Spells melody leads into build up. Jam rolls and glitch. Rising in pouch with linear synth layers. Reboot sequence initiated. Digital effects build into final drop. Final breakpoint drop. Full layered bass growls and syncopated drum patterns. Hands glitch, synths and vocal chop. Final bars glitch, deconstruction fading out. And feathers, digital echoes and varios. Echoes and fading synth pads. Vocal drop. Watching crowd with the bass with module bubble. Jumpers point up. Flickering duels. Break noise, fading to silence. Punchy growl is sub bass with modulated wobble. Dry trap, kick and snare combo. Syncopated hi-hats. Sharp glitch leads with written stutters. Break. Glitch bursts and glee. Glitchy bursts, conflict bursts and effects. Filtered noise and reverse glitch. Push bursts in the first. Reboot spell is villains. Break. Bursts and bait crush effects. Effects, filtered noise and reverse glitch. Textures, pads, time series and pads with digital resonance. Vocal cycles fracture, reboot boost. Spells of melody leads into build up. Fastest snare rolls and glitch, the build up. Fastest snare rolls and glitch, full apocalypse. Fastest snare rolls and glitch, flushes texture specs. Time series, bursts and blitz past the digital resonance.
Vocal words, cybernetic, hypernetic, hydraulics, clank and sync. Low end incense with glitch textures. A deep voiceover whispers. Pulse, drop sequence. Rising high pass filter kick. Builds tension sinking with distorted silence. Full next step drop. Normal with modulate. Steady kick and snare combo. Beat feels like an explosion. Laser light says absent. Made with mechanical samples. Both off and money in. And the spirit's rebuilt. Built with rising up. Distant glitch shots. Voice and remote. Subtle hi-hat ticks. Mimicking the relay solutions. Heavy usage of down-pitched vocal samples and bass growls. Up-tempo fade, lush pad opens up. A metallic melody line plays like corrupted system music. Filter sweeps mimic an AI trying to stabilize. Glitchback rampage, trons, kick drum orgy steps. Final breakdown of the bass line into a crushed compressed loop. Ends on a huge power down flux. Roll not shutting off violently. Static hits, whisper. Connection severed. Fade out, connection severed. Fade a little sub-ring like a warning bell. Every explosion like a warning bell. Vocal centers rebuilt in this motion. Mapping trigger grid built with rising herb. Distant glitch, chopped voice repeating laugh. Beat feels like an exclamation. Dropping triplet fills and gazing bass. Mic, pep, pulse, public, imminent. Half tempo
fade, lush pad opens up, a metallic melody line plays like corrupted system music. Filter sweeps mimicking AI trying to stabilize. Glitchback rampage, moves, tempo fade, lush pad opens up, a metallic melody line plays like corrupted system music. Filter sweeps mimicking AI trying to stabilize. Glitchback rampage, murmur page, murmur sucks like a robot shutting off violently. Soft static hiss, a robotic whisper, override complete, connection severed. Fade out into silence with only a low sub ringing like a warning bell. Silent echoes, distance and soft rumble. Helicopters overhead, metallic hi-hat ticks, mimic bookends at midnight. Lyrical photo, initiating midnight raid. Creeping bassline rising with glitch effect, tension building. Built up a world of distorted pressure, heavy tension. Vital for all ambivalence calls, shop silence. Raid, raid, raid. Distorted vocal drumbeat with slow compressing. Justice brawl, snapping upstairs with halftime groove. Some flashing mobile bass, filling the stereo field feels. Silent shocking rhythm, bass, vocal stab, midnight race on first bass slam. Simplified trap beat, whisper vocal from stereo wing. Pushing parts with delay to keep tension. Built out from bird to bird, dark hands. As the step rolls up in sirens, rising the truth and chorus. Fox, no escape, no escape. Turbo rising through the losing to big a second drop. Drop, drop, drop. More chaotic than drop one. More on high half systems syncopated with gunshot effects. Weapons of hits like explosions, vocal insert. Rain mode, restraints on the footsteps, sirens not be yet bad. This is the midnight takeover. Gradual build with distorted rise and heavy tension. All elements collide. These was cross from sirens. Free. Some shaky distortion through the red. And some good replacement. Robotic vox, midnight raid. Dark time closes with city ambience fading out. City ambience fading out. Bleed. Dark time closes with city ambience fading out. City ambience fading out. Close with the city ambience fading out. Dark pad, close with the city ambience fading out. Dark pad, close with the city ambience fading out. It's still the riser, sudden cut silence before the drop. The black drop, crazy, heavy burst of the halftime groove. This is the city ambience fading out. The black drop, crazy, heavy burst of the halftime groove. This is the city midnight raid, first bass slap. On first base slam, fast as their wolves stop the beat. On first base slam, midnight raid. On first base slam, fight trap beat, whisper vocal fix stereo. Shadows moving, raid coming, quick hit tension build up to faster samples up the sirens. Rising to two Sith chords, foxing the tune, Sith chords. Fox with no escape, no escape. Turbo riser silence leads into bigger second drop. Drop two, more chaotic than drop one. Double time hi-hats, bass stabs syncopated with gunshot effects. Rattling sub hits like explosions, vocal insert. Rate mode, rate mode. Bass hurts to filtered sirens, ambient pad. This is the midnight takeover. Gradual build with distorted rise and heavy tension. Final drop, hollow drop, into light. 808 growls, chop sirens. Raid. Shaking distortion, filling the low end. Ends with a bass slam, reverb tail. Sirens fade into distance, robotic fox. Simulated to panic, which layers whispers in digital delay, nano break.
rising synth, mimicking CPU overclock. Fault integrity failing, high pass filter on every material. Epic surgical bass slams, center go glitch drums, rapid fire kick patterns like nanobots, filling insane effects. Fragmented refresh, those buffer stutters, vocal interjects. Handle break, full breach. Balance pulses, broken signal decay. Complex glitch fills as nanoclusters rewire. Malfunctioning sample loops in 7/8 time. Ethereal pads fade into give false calm. Baseline goes broken, faded and angular. Metallic bursts like micro armor smashing. Deep FM with growls layered under distorted leads. Multi-layered vocal snaps, lamp field active refract. Micro rupture, pando kind arpeggio with reverb tail stretching time. Compression surge effects, finalizer, distorted heart. Below and siren, full speed neural break mayhem. And crush, kick rolls, glitch downstairs. Sub-layer stack, and collapse like overloaded RAM. Vocal slice to oblivion, and knee weapon engage. And on hard decaying reverb tail. Digital detritus falling apart in stereo. Final voice, very low. Memory erased. Echo check. Taking feedback echoes. Digital detritus falling apart in stereo. Final voice, very low. Memory erased. High-pass filter on. Vocal and never sound. Vocal interprojects. Very low. Memory erased. Delivery. Deadly. Echo. Part. And staring in sync. The final voice. Very low. Memory erased. Bolts, calm, and breathe. Broken signal detritus, falling apart in stereo. Final voice, very low. Memory erased.
Ambient city noise, tires screeching.
Neons and black radio flickers like holograms. Sub-bass rises slowly mimicking an engine starting. The water announcer whisper protocol engaged. Neon drift initiated. Kick enters filtered heartbeat steady. Build up 1-1 heartbeat steady. Test arrows run with pitch automation. Drift. Drifter testing past pitch riser increases silence before ignition. Drop 150. Mass distorted 808 baseline slams in sync with hard trap kicks. Sawtooth simply slice and short burst neon sharp. Wobble bass swerve side to side, simulating drifting tires. Layered siren FX feel of racing through a cyber highway. Here on drift with echo reverb.
Echo reverb.
Drips down to tight hi-hats, glitch percussion, baseline pulses in sync with glowing city synth chords. Whispered vox, follow the presence intention through reverse effects and sub-bass we build up to. Rolling snares accelerate, neon lead arpeggio returns louder late. Gucci car engine rev X builds up turbo boost vocal chop. Drift protocol, silence drop to rear hybrid drop mix of trap bass bus house grooves. Swing hi-hats, fast percussion, cascading tire feel. Laser 6 to stand left right simulate drifting through neon lanes. Wobble fills between kicks, guilty car maneuvers. Protocol engage, slow down baseline reverb heavy like drifting in slow motion. Atmospheric paths glow like neon haze. Echo, tire switch, gear shift glitch. Sound over drums, tension reloads. Final drop, full power, bass explosion, maximum distortion. Rapid trap kicks, sub-sweeps hit relentlessly. Neon up goes wild, glitching in sync with snares. Neon drift, Neon upbeats your fades like fading lights in a rainy city. Final robotic whisper, protocol complete. Neon repeating lights in a rainy city. Neon robotic whisper, protocol completed. V1 P3.
Ambient neon pads plus city sound effects. Subtle sug rumble builds tension. Robotic effects voice initializing. Minimal hi-hat ticks with glitch effects actuate the rhythm. Rising glitch arpeggios and pitch bending synths. Snare roll with stuttered effects. Vocal chop, flux. White noise sweeps silence, first drop. Drop 1. Baseline neuro bass with glitch effects actuate the rhythm. Build up 1 rising glitch arpeggios and pitch bending synths. Snare roll with stuttered effects. Vocal chop, flux. White noise sweeps silence, first drop. Drop 1. White noise sweeps silence, first drop. Drop noise sweeps silence, first drop. Baseline neuro bass with glitch effects actuate the rhythm. Kick heavy trap rhythm sidechain to sub bass. Glitchy synth stabs punctuate the stereo field. Vocal stab 3C edge. Glitch effects fill gaps between bass hits. Halftime grooves of hi-hats ambient pads. Robotic whisper though unstable. Bit mode depth 2 depth accelerating snare roll rising synth riser. Neon flux, silence, massive glitch, bass drop, trace drop, newer bass growl that's distorted mid-bass collide, triplet hi-hat, stuttered effects, laser effects, sweep across stereo, vocal drop, flux activated, beat strip, low rumble, ambient glitch effects, neuronic whisper system destabilized, final flux, rising filtered subtension builds the final drop, final drop. Full KI bass, first drop plus drops. Drop noise sweep silence, first drop. Drop noise sweep silence, first drop. Baseline neuro bass with glitch effects actuate the rhythm. Kick heavy trap rhythm sidechain to sub bass. Trap rhythm sidechain to sub bass, bass, rhythm, bass. Halftime groove sub hi-hats ambient pads. Robotic whisper neon flux. Silence massive glitch bass drop. Halftime groove sub hi-hats ambient pads. Robotic whisper flow unstable.
Shivering synth art was built with layered digital effects. Distant city ambience, hum of neon lights and faint traffic noise. Subtle rhythm clicks and hi-hat taps fade in. Bringer activate. Bassline drops in with a deep rolling groove. Synthly sharp chop steps with pitch modulation. Breakbeat rhythm begins, driving the energy forward. Laser light sweeps and push accents. Whirlwind, pumping edit, breaking through the neon haze. Chasing lights in endless maze. Pulsing nights, circuits flare. Grid breakers everywhere. Laser light sleeps and glides. Drum fills intensify with air rolls and rising white noise. Break grid. Neon liars. Electro house drop pounding bass with pulsating rhythm. Synth
Full electro house drop, pounding bass with pulsating rhythm. Synth lead evolves into fast rhythmic stabs. Bird breakers everywhere, reflakers everywhere. Glitch effects and laser swooshes cut through the mix. Energy pulls back to shimmering pads and sparse percussion. White noise. Neon lights, fading fast. Ambient city sounds filtered through delay. Return of the main drop with added synth layers and bass punch. Percussion becomes more intricate with triplet fills. Synth lead as melodic runs and pitch slides. Laser hits, layers peel away, leaving a simple arpeggio and fading bass. Final synth stab echoes into silence. Breaker, offline.
Bass hums like a neon-lit city waking up. Glitch sparks and metallic effects, flickering stereo, robotic whispers echo. Neon havoc initiated, white noise sweeps in distant sirens, pre-anticipation for the chaos ahead. Wizards bend and twist with pitch modulation, accompanied by fast trap hi-hats and stirring snares. Chop vocal glitches reverse. Tension builds toward the first drop. Drop one was right in a cyberpunk. Neon havoc, it makes crowds in sync with distorted 808s, lasers and stabs flash across the stereo field. Glitch fire effects, robotic vocal havoc. Burn out the loop of cyberpunk chaos, mimicking a neon-lit street race spiraling out of control. The energy eases into a halftime rhythm. Industrial pads and reverse glitch effects sweep through the mix. Sub-bass pulses steadily while robotic whispers echo unstable energy rising. White noise trinity, white noise sweeps in distant sirens, pre-anticipation for the chaos ahead. A cinematic pause with filtered arpeggios and crackling sparks. Reverse glitch textures simulate circuits failing. Robotic whispers, havoc levels critical. Burnout, imminent dino, imminent cycle glitch arpeggio flickers out. Silence follows like the aftermath of the burnout. Tension builds toward the first drop. Tension builds to drop. Simulates a neon city meltdown at night. Chaotic and electrifying. Tension builds to the first drop. Arpeggio flickers out. Silence follows like the aftermath of the burnout. Tension builds toward the first drop. Arpeggio flickers out. Silence follows like the aftermath of the burnout. Havoc, burnout, deliver for cyberpunk chaos, mimicking a neon-lit street race, spiraling out of control. The energy eases into a halftime rhythm, industrial pads and reverse glitch effects sweep through the mix. Sub-bass pulses steadily while robotic whispers anthem unstable energy rising. Burnout, burnout, burnout imminent, chaos. White noise trinity, white noise sweeps in distant sirens, create anticipation for the chaos ahead. A cinematic pause with filtered arpeggios and crackling sparks. Reverse glitch texture simulate circuits failing. Robotic whispers, havoc levels critical. Burnout, imminent dino, imminent cycle glitch arpeggio flickers out. Neon havoc, burnout. Burnout, imminent, burnout. The cinematic pause with filtered arpeggios and crackling sparks. Reverse glitch texture simulate circuits failing. Robotic whispers, havoc levels critical. Burnout imminent. Final drop.
Sub-rumble
distant city neon FX, a robotic whisper FX. Neo phantom, initializing minimal hi-hats and glitch ticks, build suspense. Build up one, rising snare rolls, pitch, might and glitch sense. Vocal chop, phantom, phantom, phantom. White noise, sweep, silence, first drop one. Baseline and sub-bass, low mid bass growls, kick heavy trap rhythm, side chain to wobble bass. Glitch effects, don't you beats for chaotic energy. Vocal stack, fake beats, stereo facts, simulate phantom movement through streets. Half-time grooves, hi-hats, ambient paths, robotic whispers, system engaged. Will pass fast lines for the next build up, accelerate, snare rolls, rising glitch facts. Neo phantom drop unleashed. Close up, rumble, glitch fast. Robotic whisper, phantom. Push, puts its up tension, builds for final drop. Floating on chaos. Submit bass layers, collateral crevice, slaves, phantom. Bass loft narrow, mid bass layers collide aggressively. Kick heavy trap rhythm, side change, probable bass. Glitch effects, punctuates for chaotic energy. Vocal stack, free beats, steady descent, full of effects. Movements, rhythm, freaks. Half-time groove, hi-hats, passing, system engaged. Vocal stabs for next build up. Let's choose trees, snare rolls, rising glitch facts. Back up. Kick heavy trap rhythm, glitch fast. Neon phantom drop unleashed. Neo bass rap rhythm, side chain to wobble bass. Glitch leaks, punctuate bass, chaotic energy. Vocal stack, free beats, staring effects, simulate phantom movement through streets. Half-time groove, sub hi-hats, ambient pass. Rising system engaged. Rise for the next build up, through streets. Neon phantom drop unleashed. Sub hi-hats collide across sweeps, double time hi-hats, stutter glitch lasers and sweeps across stereo. Neon phantom drop unleashed. Beat strip, low sub rumble, glitch fast. Over system overload, prepare final surge. Last focus up, tension low, phantom drop unleashed. Strip close up, rumble, glitch facts.
Glowing synths flicker like neon signs turning on in a dark alley. Metallic echoes bounce left to right while a cybernetic voice announces protocol initiated, burn rampage engaged. A fake 808 drum pulses like a countdown. Hi-hats acceleration is started, risers rise. One glitchy pitch bends, neon sirens play like alarms in a digital city. Vocal chop, glitch stutters, rampage, before a silence struck you. The neon rampage begins, massive metallic crowd slamming, syncopation with 808s, high pitch lasers and snaps, slip for the mix, giving it 6 or 10 times. Figures on a mystic trap, fly. The sub-bass bubbles beat begin to floor while robotic stabs. Like sparks while filtered bass swells fade in and out. A low robotic whisper, neon systems overclocking. Set the 10 summer black mood before the next escalation. Move to core, initiated rampaging. Tail length up pulses like a countdown. Accelerated rampage cross space with trap, it leaks slides the outside blaze. The side of the offbeats, giving you the syncopated records to stay. And the neon syncopated echo is flicker in the prodigy. Pathetic overload, neon length up pulses like a countdown. Atmospheric neon paths glow in a quiet haze. A distorted voice whispers, systems overheating, rampage irreversible. Low frequency rumbles, pulse like distant machinery. The ultimate overload. That's combined metallic growls, grim bases, always slides, lasers, synths, and cybernetic vocal glitches. Full tracking into the glitch paths, falling back with extra force. Pull up for constant force. The protocol shuts down, neon glitches speak to stack. Alone, sync comparison, one digital figures out. And the final robotic whisper echo. Rampage
shuts down. Neon glitches fade to static. Alone syncopation with 808's high-pitched laser synth stabs slice through the mix, giving it a futuristic trap. Find the subways of the fiction, give the flow of a protocol project. Protocol sugarless box, filled with beers, balls fade in and out of the world. Neon systems overclocking. Get the dance, escalation. What is it? For separation, deeper for the next escalation. Contrast their roles, they rise as climb higher in neon. Straps on the vocal jump, glitches faster than page. Brutal neon, rampage on top side. Come to do this, but drop your slice. Neon sit laser side to neon beats, giving it a syncopated aggressive slide. Every part up to north and over the vertical energy. Undercuts over the letter to the rapidly. I'm on a hero and waiting in the winter guns of it. Oh, drop it, oh, drop. Vocal whisper of the call initiated, loading neon array. Percussion slowly builds some filtered bliss and glitched in place. Driving beat kicks in, electro snare, punchy bass groove. Lyrics snappy edit, sharp pulley, the night circuit fades, electric bites. Neon strikes like razor wire through the bass, we climb high. Says sharp crisper snaps with delay trails. Rolling cyber grooves subtly modulating. Laser flickers, hyper data shards breaking apart. Shards synths repeat and glitch and rhythmic stutter. Filtered bass rises with tension. Vocal jump loop, initiate, breach now. Kick roll escalates to full distortion. Software self-burst, solid with the crushed edge. Tight and groovy with fills every 8 bars.
All glitch max and melodic glitz and glitch clicks.
Ass. Copy bandit systems fade, the line reboots. Echoes hum through data routes. Neon pulses hard and fast. The shard's code is built to last. Sassy and ambient. Shard effects scatter like digital wind chimes. Helpless flows, glitch effects, simulate reboot. Harder second drop with denser layering, double time shard synths. Baseline has to sense twice. Fills the cells intensify, fills the bass intensify.
Long tour call complete.
Rolling cyber crane and tickle in the shades. Face the silence on a soft neon hum. Final vocal terminated.
Shards synths echo and degrade into glitches. Kick face to silence under soft neon hum. Final vocal
Protocol terminated. Shard, initiate, breach now.
Scroll escalates with a bit crushed edge. Dropping groovy with fills every 8 bars. Protocol breach maximum index and glitch allow.
Protocol breach maximum intensity.
Physics, network boot up sounds, packet noise, distorted dial zone, ambient pad, fuzzy low drones, high pass hiss, voice, robot community compromised, launching a search protocol, Arabia phone's signature tag, echoes with granular pitch shift, glitch riser rising with feedback squeal layers, metallic snare roll stutters, layered with bit crushed hi-hats, vocal build, breaching node, injecting feedback, final riser, loud white noise, burst into silence.
Menace version fire drop. Sharp neural reach layered with the dude sub growls. Captivated and sidechain tightly underrate phrase. Synth, lyrics you vocal forming minus stabs. Pulse, fentanyl, it squeak. Firewall crack, circuit squeal, electric scream. Final full bars, reverse stand feels forming bent laser sounds.
Effect
Slow past into that static and the K-Terror code. Voice heavily modulated. All notes flooded, reboot denied. Clean atmosphere, synth pad, echo cyber sadness. Cellular sweep, rising with theme hex squealers. Double Veritone glitch 4. Upperload buzz ends with pure silence. Clean back, reboot drop. Libro slides with distortion overlays. Double tempo templates, kicks pulse like power surge. Vocal build, every step injecting feedback. Final riser, loud white noise burst into silence. Meta switches fire drop. Burn sharp neural race layered with the tune subcross capturated inside chain tightly under a measure. System surge, mask, terminate protocol. Rough bands with downward ditch flooding synth into terminal buzz. The started moving shuffle, speckle fox crackles, let us swim in line. Never method, only the signal remains. Fade to silence.
Mechanical whirs, digital glitches, static noise, atmospheric pads with dark textures, vocal disarray engaged, mirror funk protocol activated. Frenchiello 1.3 tag with pitch modulation. Drop snare rolls with complex breakbeat patterns, rising neural bass ops with distortion. Chaos, nurture, disrupt, white noise, riser into bass, growls with modulation. Fast breakbeats with sharp snares and rolling hi-hats, jagged text that bleeds and glitch effects. Neurofunk, disarray, glitch, bitch. Digital crackles, bass wobble, glitch stutters. Effects, filter glitch echoes and mechanical hums. Synths with sound modulation. Soft chaos reigns. In spouse melody builds tension. Ferrules intensify with pitch risers. Ferrules intensify with pitch risers. Disarray, neurofunk, engage. Rising synth filter sweep. Proudly sorry, Tom. More aggressive layered growls with complex modulation. Intricate breakbeat patterns with rapid hi-hats. Sharp glitch leads with heavy distortion. Fuller funk disarray, chaos unleashed. Glitch bursts, digital distortion, bass shakes. Halftime section with ambient pads and glitch effects. Vocal beat breakbeat patterns with rapid hi-hats. Vocal dissonant build tension to final drop. Full neurofunk bass growls and complex drum patterns. Layered glitch synths, vocal drops. Final bars, digital glitch, decay and bass fade up. Fading mechanical echoes and soft synth pads. Vocal soft whisper disarray complete. System rebooting. Ends with gentle synth fade to silence. Sorry. Filters. Sorry. Chaos unleashed. Disarray. Bitch. Dark atmospheric paths with subtle mechanical noises. Twinkling synth accents pan left and right building tension. Chronic voice treble, jump to line, mirror fuse engaged. Close-up bass hum starts fading in under a rhythmic clicking. Driving text at drums enter, tight kicks, snappy snares and fast hi-hats band for spatial effect. Lyrics stabby edit, fusing code, electric fades and killer lines and twisted chains. Vectors cut the side with Skyner, refuse the reason why. Baseline punching, complex modulated with syncopated rhythm, better effects, quick glitch fills and reverse sweeps. Rising filtered noise and snare rolls, vocal chops, vector, no reviews, vector. Synth tension rises with pitch, dance and modulation. Robotic countdown, through one. High energy, throw a foot drop and roll and baselines and synth staccato synth, staccato synth steps. Bass clicking. Driving text, drops, accurate, tight snappy snares and fast hi-hats, never spatial effect. Driving text, drums, tight kick, snappy snares and fast hi-hats, never spatial effect. Passive drums, tight kick, snappy snares and fast versal effect. Rhythm effect. Having text and drums, breaking in under rhythmic clicking. Bassline heavier and more textured. Drums are rattling with flanker and delay on hi-hats, vocal chops, vector system override. Final bars feature tempo starters and glitch cuts. Less live faded to digital static and ambient noise. Final robotic voice. System offline to refuse terminated. Enter the soft digital click and a complete reverb. Complete reverb. Neural prime and slow throbbing sub-bass. Glitched out EEG monitor pulses pan and LR with electric hisses. Subject brainwave unstable, preparing neural ignition. Sparse hats and granular uplifters begin to twitch in. Cortex trigger. Percussion sharpens into a tech step snare, glitch ad loop. Neural bass motif teases with rapid stabs and filtered swells. Pulse detonate, rising voltage effects and reverse riser simulate a brain synapse storm. Nasty neuro baseline rips through high modulated with jittery filter shifts. Kick is punchy and distorted paired with metallic snares. Psycho style melodic shards swirl in brief bursts between phrases. Sublayers imitate seizure-like oscillations. Aggressive and unstable screech effects layered into every other baseline hit. Synaptic echo holes in the dreamy glitch ambient. Fade bell tones revert heavy vocal phrases like fading thoughts. Deep pulsing sub returns like a heartbeat. Echoed voice spots in effects. Squirt digital whales emergency system bleeps. Psychobles detonate. Psychobles detonate. Basslines get more unpredictable. Pitch crush slices and jagged deep tunes. Lead synth mimics collapsing neural frequencies. Constant effects sparks digital whales emergency system bleeps. Scream vocal burst. Psychobles detonate. Brain shut down, high-pitched tone like brain flatline. Glitched breathing loops, gradual deconstruction of melody into static and silence. Final sample, neural link terminated. Ends with soft static hiss and one faint click.
Noise, brainwave pulses muffled and reversed. Fragments of voice following, incoming. Electric clicking like neuron misfires. Echostatic grows louder like a tsunami of code. Metal glitch chops rise erratically. Sub-rumble sweeps like a machine powering up. Wheels fire load, inked gears distort. Final glitch occurs. Follow the pierced. Inner layers drop. Shock engaged. Multi-layered neural bats, every jury on the fold. Sound of the digital groove, a static spirit. Found the body of the percussion effects layer. The full bars, a high-pitched shockwave sound comes through like a data spike. Sound of the digital brain hemorrhaging under pressure. Drone-tone, broken glass glitch fog. Mechanical brain instead of a failing consciousness. I could refer to micro Notes rise erratically. Single squeeze revolution harmony. The schools for the world Neural shock engaged. Neural shock engaged. Neural shock engaged. Distant alarms. Seismic protocol. Base wave unstable. Impact imminent. Low rising sub-bass rumble builds tension. Beneath the core where the silence breaks. Pressure builds in sonic quakes. Wires burn and data screams. Meltdown bonds from shattered dreams. Countdown lit in neon red. All systems fail, all code is dead. Seals collapse in time's decay. The dropping knives we disobey. Tron protocol breached. Prepare for core quake. Prepare for core quake. Core quake! Base hits harder than time can bend. Shockwaves shred when we can't defend. Neutron strike in a fractured zone. Core class sounds we slam alone. Echo pulses through fractured light. Stick disrupt the signal fight. Brain ground the circuit cries. Rage rebounds no compromise. Deep beneath the zero line. The quake returns in overtime. Signal jammed and warhead prime. Detonation right on time. Flash your tempo. Walking on. Slam harder. Get out the car. Metal scream forevermore. Neutron base. Breaking walls with sound we made. Slow fade into static. Fading kick echoes. Ashen silence now remain. From neutron base we forge the flame. For core quake. Proper core quake. For core quake. Fills your bass, echoing vocal chopper beating dry. Recalling vocals in heavy reverb claps. Baby, we built the categories. Round G distorted bass line. I get crisp air sidechain compression. Main melody laid subtly behind bass for atmosphere. Breakdown drums, introduce ambient pads and vocals. Filter bass stabs under everything. Build up the crushing to build up one. Heavy level proportion to build up one. Roar across the bass, then drop one extra fill, snare rolls, hi-hat variation.